for it, and drop kick. And Anthony Bennett, is he?
Yeah, Bennett's not moving. He's not moving at all.
Bennett is completely unconscious.
Oh my God.
Lights are on, no one's home. We got to get some medical attention out here for Anthony Bennett.
No, he was looking for shaken, not stirred, and instead he got crushed.
That's it. A decisive victory.
The C-splitter. Anthony Bennett looks lost and just looks. Bennett knows he's missing something.
I think Bennett can't believe that just happened that quickly. Just like that, it was lights out.
I believe this makes Bennett the first person to suffer 2 losses in a fight. And I look at Bennett and I see a man who knows that he's fallen off track.
Yeah, the hangover ball. That's what happened out there. The hangover. Sometimes you're not on your.
Listen. This is what I gotta tell you. All right. I love you as a competitor, but right now you're 0-2. Okay.
Yeah, you saw what happened. Though. You saw I had it. I hope that crucifix.
I saw what happened.
Yeah. He was covered in baby oil.
But listen, Bennett. You know the rules around here. Once you start to go to 0-3, hey.
You're out of here, baby.
Listen, we gotta cut you out, and I don't want that to happen to you. So we're either gonna do it your way. What's your way?
I was thinking I was doing a good job my way. I was this close the first time. I was this close, and then this time I definitely had that one.
Or we can do it. Look. Or we can do it my way. All right? Okay, my way. Prince Nana's gonna find you a partner.
Partner?
Yeah, a partner for fight 3, okay, for one of the upcoming fights. Let me find you a partner so then this way you don't get to that 0-3. Do we have a deal? Because I actually like you, Bennett. I like you a lot. But I don't know, the drinks and the glasses and stuff.
Oh, we got a 3D. Leander better get in there.
No one kicks out of the 3D.
This was just a case of 2.
Placed the microphone in his hand and
I came here to do one thing, and if you want to ride this train, you better shape up. Because I'm not beat for this, man. You understand me? This will be the first and the last time that you do this to me. Shape up or get that behind.
That is a public shaming by Tony Leander.
But there's a positive there. Leander is not telling him get away from me. He's just saying if you want to be on this team, if you want to ride this train, you better carry your weight. He's leaving the door open for another opportunity to see his team.
And making sure that Bennett leaves with him, not abandoning his partner.
Can you imagine if they get on the same page, though? They'd be pretty much unstoppable.
Very, very dangerous.
Not like this.
No!
We all know how things started here at Fight Pro. Things didn't work out too well for me going 0 for 2, but Prince Nana had something in mind.
I was expecting to join Fight Pro to just dominate singles division, but he had a prospect. He saw something in me, and he made an offer that I just couldn't refuse. And that led me to my partner right here. And although I wasn't too happy about it, boy, have I grown throughout this journey.
For me, that was definitely an ego check. Somebody here slapped some sense into me, so to speak. Figuratively, maybe literally.
See, the Tonys, the way we operate is that he's the yin to my yang. Or vice versa, which way you want to look at it. He's the high fly, I'm the ground and pounder. I have a little bit of authoritative leadership kind of style in nature. And this guy right here is smooth, calm, collected. And when I get hyped, he brings me down.
Strike his friend, but instead, the hug, the approval, and it certainly seems in this moment that the Tonys will live to fight another day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just understand that we have someone coming down to, he wants to do an interview. Please welcome to the ring, he is one half of the Fight Pro Tag Team Champions, Ray Jazz!
Apparently, Ray Jazz, one half of the newly crowned Fight Pro Tag Team Champions alongside Vinny Pacifico, has something to say. It was during a period of time where the Goons had control of this company that unconventional things were happening. They're trying to sort out all the ownership issues, but in the meantime, Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico were given an opportunity at the tag team titles and won.
So glad, and congratulations. It's belated, but congratulations on winning those tag team.
Looks good on me, right?
It does. It does.
What do you think? You think this looks good on me? No! What about him? Definitely not. Definitely not.
One thing about me, I'm not the short thing. I'm not the Jersey legend. You are, as part of your team. What do you have to say today? I understand you have a message for the Fight Pro locker room.
Listen, I expected to wrestle tonight, right? And these people expected the Jazz tip of the day. You want to hear the Jazz tip of the day?
Yes, I do.
Of course you do. The Jazz tip of the day. When in South Jersey, leave as quick as you can. Are you kidding? This place is basically Philly. Philly stinks. You know what else stinks? What? The Tonys. Tonys, they stink. And I heard they wanted a tag team title shot. But that ain't happening tonight. My partner is taking care of serious business at the Jersey Shore right now. You been to the Jersey Shore? I have. Yeah, it's a nice place. Unlike this crap hole here.
You know what?
Well, let me tell you something, Tonys. One of you can come out here and wrestle me. You win, you guys get a title shot. You lose, you can forget about it.
I'm feeling you.
Okay.
I'm feeling you.
Well, folks, our next contest is a singles match. It is for a title shot at the Fight Pro Tag Team Championship. Already in the ring is Ray Jazz. Making over the ring, sponsored by T-Trix. Can be found strutting down the red carpet near you with a combined single body fat percentage of 7.59%, accompanied by Tony Leander. He is Tony Bennett.
The Tonys are coming out to answer the challenge.
Ray Jazz. Here's a Ray tip. Whatever your name is, tip. Shut your mouth, because I got something to say. And it goes like this. I came to Fight Pro for one reason and one reason only. And me and this fella that you see right here, we're coming only for that. So if you want the Tonys, it's your lucky day because Whoa!
I know. We got, but hear me out.
Serious?
I never won a match at Fight Pro in singles competition.
I got this.
Let me try this.
You guys never won a match.
Trust me. You trust me?
You think you can beat me? Are you kidding me?
It's true what Tony Bennett has said.
Hey, you want to get a good look at it now? Because you'll never see this bad boy. You'll never see it. Yeah, your ponytail might be blocking it.
Yeah, it's going to look nicer when my ponytail.
Ray Jazz showing off the hardware. Tony Bennett started off as Anthony Bennett. He started off as a singles competitor in the hybrid division, but was unable to find success, was caught up in martinis and good times, and rather than wash out, Prince Nana found the golden prospect, his hand-picked partner for Tony Bennett, Tony Leander, La Crema. And these two really, at first, had nothing in common. They have gelled together to become one of the preeminent tag teams in Fight in the tri-state area, and so many thought that they were going to become the inaugural tag team champions. They came with a hair's breadth, losing instead to Dog Nation. But they found something so much more than they ever anticipated. They found a real bond. They found real friendship. And now,
God, that's 2 points, baby. 2 points.
if this was freestyle, that would be 2 points, but it is not. It is Fight Pro, so it's just an almost. And the crowd coming alive to support Tonē Bennett as he looks to get his first ever singles win here in Fight Pro. So much on the line.
Another 2 points. How easy is that? You want to come in here, sweetheart? Huh? You want to come in here? He's never won a match. Maybe you get, actually, maybe she can give me better competition than that guy.
Ray Jazz really getting in the head, not only of Tonē Bennett, but also Tony Leenda. Is Leenda regretting the decision to support Bennett? And now, maybe Bennett getting a little bit of coaching on the outside from one of our young fans. This is a moment of potential redemption, and the more that Jazz runs his mouth, the more he risks being hoisted by his own petard. The hubris of Ray Jazz potentially on display, but the temper of Tony Leenda is well documented. Tony Leenda has always seemed one bad day away from snapping, and what happens to this relationship, to this friendship, seemingly so close between the Tonys. If Tonē Bennett can't break the curse, if Tonē Bennett can't get this first singles win, if all of this has been for naught, because the Tonys have said if they can't win those tag team titles on their next shot, they will break up. You gotta wonder, if they can't get a shot, what does that mean for the future of this team? And of course, Ray Jazz, the sure thing, the Jersey legend, a full-blooded Italian, a part of wrestling royalty, telling both Tonys that if they want a title shot, they can forget about it. And Jazz, NCAA All-American, much more currently practiced, experienced, with momentum as a singles wrestler. It was such a surprise as Jazz being thrown halfway across the district, halfway across the borough, and now Jazz holding that title in hand. And it seems very obvious that Jazz is either willing to walk away or use his weapon, but unfortunately, he forgot about the big man, La Crema, Tony Leenda. And what a great strategy by Jazz, trying to bait Leenda, but instead Leenda holding his temper in check for barely a moment.
Oh, no one's saying Tony anymore.
Ray Jazz playing not only to the crowd here, but specifically playing to Tony Leenda. This has become really personal. I think that Jazz has been very frustrated that so many are disappointed that Jazz and Pacifico won the titles, because this fan base has been waiting for the moment that the Tonys can become the award-winning team they have always imagined themselves to be. And instead of being happy, instead of being appreciative that men like the... Wait a second. Getting in the face of Tony Leenda, and Jazz is really trying to get this DQ, it feels like. It feels like Jazz is very specifically looking to force Tony Leenda, just saying it literally, hit me, hit me. And then for the price of one punch, Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico do not need to defend against quite possibly their greatest competition in the tag division. And every time that Jazz baits Leenda, even when it's not successful in causing the DQ, it does seem to cost Bennett as well. Eye contact between Jazz and Bennett as he puts his hand, not his hand, his arm, his bone against the jawline of Tony Bennett, who has come so far on his journey here. It really seemed like Bennett was going to be relegated in fight, maybe looked down as a footnote. Instead, one half of one of the two tag teams that have really dominated the division over the existence of this company in this current iteration. That would be Dog Nation and the Tonys. And in one night, Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico completely flipped the script. They ruined the storybook ending of the Tonys, who wanted to win against Dog Nation. And now the disrespect, the temerity of Ray Jazz grabbing Bennett by the ear and now rolling Bennett up. This has been a clinic by Ray Jazz. He knows how to appreciate his own work, that's for sure. Ray Jazz now starting to lose his cool. A little bit about that Jersey temper starting to come out, and only a 1 count this time, as Bennett needs to wake up and bring the fight, or things are going to go very poorly, very quickly, because up until this point, it has felt like Ray Jazz was toying with Bennett, and now it feels like Jazz is looking to finish the deal. Ray Jazz, unforced error there, playing to the crowd for a moment. Can this be the opportunity for Tony Bennett? Wheelbarrow into the stunner and the kitchen sink right to the breadbasket of the sure thing. Jazz tip, don't piss off the Tonys. Combination offense. Tony Bennett really working on that midsection. Bennett thought about going up top. Instead got called into the ring. Player coach on the outside, Tony Leenda. But as the momentum shifted, great fake punch there, but Jazz shivering forearm right into the spine.
Slice it up, baby.
And Ray Jazz looking for the slice. Thankfully for Bennett, he landed under those ropes, forcing Jazz to pull Bennett to the center, costing Jazz precious moments. If Bennett had landed in that center position, that may have been the end of it right there. And Tony Leenda trying now to go apoplectic on the outside, trying to just donate willpower to his partner through osmosis, through their shared names. And Ray Jazz struggling with his balance. Maybe now looking for, wait, it was a crucifix bomb! Crucifix bomb! And Tony Bennett has done it! Not only has Tony Bennett secured a tag team title shot for the Tonys,
They cheated, they pulled my hair.
but Tony Bennett has beaten the curse. Bennett has gotten his very first singles victory in Fight Pro. The trust has been paid off. It's been extended to Bennett by Leenda, and now it has been paid off. Whatever doubts, any lingering concerns that these two are not a well-oiled machine, no, they are. And now, possession may be 9/10 of the law. The other 10th is the actual law, but it seems like the Tonys are laying claim to one half of those tag team titles, and a match will come shortly to determine whether or not they get to keep it and earn the other half. We are going to see sooner than later the Tonys versus Pacifico and Jazz.